Welcome on the God Skosin one, my dearest buddy. Something tells me you weren't pulled to this message at random. You did not get here by chance. You were directed, and I don't mean this lightly. The way things have been falling into place for you recently has been precise. Even if it's been messy, chaotic, or just unpleasant. Underneath the turmoil, there is a peaceful unfolding, like the sound of footsteps in fog. Something has been approaching, and whether you know it or not, it has been waiting for you to recognize one simple reality. You are a live, breathing example of what survival looks like when it flourishes. That may seem lyrical, but I assure you that it is literal. Consider the past. Consider this carefully, not just to the events you've experienced, but also to the feelings you've kept hidden, the things you never spoke aloud, the weight you carried when no one noticed. You have gone through unseen flames. No one else saw them, and you didn't just stroll through them. You went out there shining. People can feel it. Isn't that the portion that has been confusing? Why? Do you feel like you're being watched? Why do strangers gaze? Why do people behave strangely around you? It is not in your brain. Your energy does not enter a room softly. It arrives like the wind before a storm. Subtle, yet unmistakable. Simply being there alters the environment. And why it feels so heavy right now. Something is going to give, which is why you feel as if you're stretched to the limit. There is a moment just before something life-changing enters your field. It does not come with a party. It comes with some pressure. The pressure is so intense that you practically doubt your sanity. Why am I still waiting? Why do I feel as if I'm standing on the verge of something massive? And yet, nothing seems to be occurring. But here's something you may not realize. Pressure is the evidence. It signifies you have outgrown something. Someone. Somewhere. You're pushing against the limits of your previous existence. And the walls are beginning to bend. Spirit is watching you right now. Much as a parent would watch their kid attempt to ride a bike without training wheels for the very first time. Equal portions. Nervous and proud because, yeah, you may wobble, but you're prepared. Have you noticed how your body is attempting to lead you recently? A sudden desire to eat differently, walk more, relax more deliberately, and isolate oneself from particular situations or even people without reason. That is not random. That is your intuition, waking up from its sleep and declaring, "Let me take the lead this time because this is more than just a new chapter. It's a fresh book that completely rewrites the story you've been following." But here's the fun bit. You've already begun living it, unaware that a chance discussion made you feel noticed for the first time in weeks. That tiny need to tidy up your area at 3 a.m. That strange dream you had that lasted all day. They are not accidents. These are codes, breadcrumbs, clues. When a miracle is too enormous to be delivered all at once, life breaks it down into smaller bits. And those components don't always resemble presents. Sometimes they seem to be delays, like setbacks. So, why did this go apart? However, as you zoom out, go a bit farther. When you quit attempting to make linear sense of something infinite, you recognize that this is building. This is the point at when the universe removes the flooring in preparation for the installation of marble. Let me ask you a question and be honest. When was the last time you really gave yourself credit? Not for survival, not for endurance, but for growth, for making an alternative choice, for knowing better and acting better, even when it hurts. You are no longer the person you were a year ago, not even close. And to be quite honest, you aren't the same person you were last month. That is how quickly this transition has progressed. It may not seem to be much from the outside, yet tectonic plates are changing inside you. And sometimes your nervous system feels overwhelmed because your spirit is moving quicker than your life can keep up with. It's okay to feel the friction. It's all right to feel fatigued, but don't confuse pain with misalignment. It's often the most obvious evidence that you're in the correct place. And if no one has told you recently, I am proud of you. Not in an empty, overdone manner, but in the eye. Look how far you've come, and I know just how much it took away. I know you grieved alone before smiling in public as if nothing had occurred. There are celestial powers monitoring you right now with everything, because even when you wanted to give up, you persisted. And while you're hanging on, something within you is silently reconstructing itself, not with noise or pyrotechnics, but with an unteachable elegance. A deeper knowledge is gradually emerging under the surface, and maybe it is the entire idea. Perhaps your life hasn't changed in the dramatic, cinematic manner you imagined, since your transformation has been nothing short of holy. Stillness has a hallowed quality, as does waiting. You are not just idle, you are becoming. Your soul has been quietly rearranging things, reclaiming your power from areas where you gave it away, and reassembling the pieces of yourself you believed were lost forever. It's no surprise you are fatigued. You've built an empire inside yourself with nothing but your willpower. Nobody can take away your faith and brightness, not even in your darkest hours. And now comes the point when you start to notice results. But here's a twist. The miracles will not appear like you expected. Some will appear disguised as ends. Some see perplexity. Some will infiltrate your life softly. You won't even notice how different everything feels until you wake up one morning and realize you're no longer terrified and you no longer feel little in rooms. You used to shrink within that. Your voice no longer trembles when you say the truth. These are the true miracles. The ones that no one claps for are the ones that do not get viral. But they are yours, and they are permanent. Let me tell you something more that I don't believe you hear often. You were never intended to live an ordinary existence. Your narrative was never going to be easy, which is why it has been difficult. Your chronology was never going to be like anybody else's. You were designed to shatter molds, burn down crates, and confound those who attempted to define you. Your journey was always going to be weird, inexplicable, capable, magnetic, and, yes, a bit lonely. Because those who carry so much light don't fit in anything. You are not designed to blend in. You are not designed to dim. You are not meant to settle for a life that didn't excite you. And if you've been feeling disconnected from others around you recently, it's acceptable if talks that used to invigorate you have left you feeling depleted. It indicates that you've outgrown what was previously familiar. It indicates that your spirit is prepared for a new frequency. That is not anything to be afraid about. It is something to be celebrated. Ask yourself softly, where am I now? I'm still wanting to be understood when I should be free. It's okay if they don't get it. It's okay if they never do. You're not here to persuade anybody of your value. Your energy speaks for itself. It whispers to the proper individuals and roars in the face of any attempt to minimize it. That's what gives you power, even your tenderness and vulnerability. You exude strength. It's in how you get back up when no one's looking. It's in the way you continue to trust and love despite betrayals. It is in how you nurture others, even while your own heart heals. So, take a breath. Really take it in. Allow it to serve as a reminder that you are still alive, standing, and ready to face whatever life has in store for you. There is more ahead than there was before. And no matter what your present situation seems like, you're not trapped. You're not forgotten. You're not broken. You're evolving. Loudly, quietly, beautifully. And it is occurring, whether you have seen it yet or not. One day, very soon, you will wake up and understand that the battle was not a punishment. It was a preparation. Waiting was not a delay. This was heavenly protection. And the discomfort, it was the last stretch to the breakthrough. Spirit is not late. Your blessing is not lost. Your new route is not far distant. It is just under your feet, waiting for you to take the next tiny step, with faith so strong that it drowns out every hint of doubt. So, until it arrives, until the revelation, wait until your name is called, and light streams in. Simply remain near. Maintain softness. Stay madly, courageously optimistic. Because the universe is not done with you yet. Not even close. I can't wait to see what happens next. We will meet again soon, my darling buddy. And when we do, I want you to return with the same brightness in your eyes. The one who never abandoned you, even in the dark. Until then, continue blazing as brightly and unashamedly as possible. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. If this message connected with you, please share it with someone who could benefit, and subscribe. Stay in touch. Continue your awakening journey by selecting one of the videos on your screen that speaks to you the most. See you there. Dear viewers, your support through Super Chat and membership is the only source of income that keeps this channel running. If you want me to continue uploading valuable content without delays and to stay motivated in providing you with the best wisdom, I need your help. Every contribution, big or small, makes a huge difference. Feel free to donate and support Pure Wisdom so we can keep growing together. Your generosity keeps this journey alive. Thank you for being part of this amazing community. If you're enjoying the content on Pure Wisdom and find value in the messages we share, I encourage you to subscribe. Based on the latest analytics, 93.9% of viewers are watching without subscribing. By subscribing, you not only stay updated with new content, but also support the channel's growth, allowing us to continue spreading wisdom for the chosen ones. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an important message. Let's build this community together.